finding more enjoyment out of my work so that I can enjoy my life overall more. Sometimes I'm bringing a little bit too much stress into other areas, and I want to be enjoying my work because I, work really hard, and why not have a little bit more fun with it? Hopefully celebrating that mindset shift and what it translates into, the most important areas of my life, which is my family.
Hi, friends. Laura Webb, EO Tampa Bay Engagement Chair on our first episode of In the Boardroom with EO Tampa Bay. And I am super excited to have Tiffany Bailey with us today, who is our current president. So thank you so much, Tiffany, for joining us. And then we're just going to take a little bit of time and get to know all of our members on these episodes. So I look forward to connecting with each of you soon. So, hey, Tiffany, thanks so much for joining. So we're just going to start with some basic information, and then we'll kind of get a little bit more into it. How's that sound?
Sounds good. Let's go.
Okay. So super basic. So tell me where you're born and where you live now.
Yep. So I was born in Sarasota, Florida, and I still live in Sarasota, Florida.
Love that. I love that. So what's the name of your EO qualifying business, and what do you do?
Yeah, my EO qualifying business is Bayside Sod. And Bayside Sod is an agricultural operation. So we produce turf grass. We have about 700 acres of sod production that we produce in Sarasota County and Manatee County. And then we have a service side of our company that does deliveries, installations. We have a store, a retail store where people can come pick up sod. Yep. So I grow grass.
I love that. Awesome. Thank you. How many on your team?
We are at 40 employees right now.
Incredible. Nice. Tell me a little bit about your family.
Yeah, so I come from quite a big family. I'm one of 5 kids. I am a middle child, and I have classic middle child syndrome. And then my nuclear family, married to my husband for 15 years. We have 3 great kiddos, and they are 12, 10, and 8.
Awesome. Very cool. What made you join EO?
So I actually had a business coach going on about, I think it's about 5 years ago. And she worked with my company for a year or two and saw just, she tells me she saw the kind of entrepreneurial spirit that I had and the scaling that I wanted to do with my company. She was a member of EO, and she just highly encouraged me to join. And I really just kind of jumped in pretty blindly because I had a lot of trust with her, and just, super grateful I did that.
Awesome. Do you have a favorite EO memory?
Yeah, for sure. That's easy. It would be my first GLC. That was in South Africa. And I took it's like a 16-hour flight to get there. And I hadn't done too much travel before EO, but EO has really broadened my travel horizons. And it was just the first time where I, left my kids and business for that long. And so, that does really cool things when you arrange to leave your business. I think you kind of get some good stuff in order. And then just to be in that community of like-minded entrepreneurs for that amount of time, I was gone like a week total. And it just was like an amazing experience that, I got a ton of energy from that. And I tell everyone I kind of came back with this like glow that I was ready to set the world on fire that actually lasted quite some time.
That's awesome. What you mentioned that it's like being around them, but can you remember like anything in particular that really just caused that fire?
It's resonating. It's like just you're having a conversation, and I would just say there's like an overall understanding and resonance that people have of where they know what you're coming from. They know what you're coming from, the problems and opportunities, and you're able just to like speak just so open, honestly, vulnerably, and like with pretty much everyone that you talk to. And then you get like just sharing ideas, and it's just an amazing energy that, you get to be around.
Love that. Thank you. Okay. So what's a book that has had an impact on you?
I have a couple favorites. I read a lot. I try to get through a book every 2 or 3 weeks. And now I have a few that I kind of go back to So I think I've read it 3 times, and it's a classic. It's 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Just the principles in that book are like, yeah, man, if I can live my life according to these principles, like everything's going to be pretty solid. And if I can align with those, and yeah, that's kind of a go-to of mine that I try to go back to every couple years.
Love that. Okay, so what's one thing that you're currently looking forward to?
So in my business, we are launching another service division, and it's something that we've been getting ready for. Well, we're talking about it for 2 or 3 years, and it's finally coming to fruition. We're going to launch hopefully next month. And it is where, so we install the sod, and then we currently refer out. We say, hey, you should make sure you're taking care of your investment. And when we refer that business, the business that we refer closes 80% of the deal. And so I've just been like watering at the mouth trying to get my hands on some of that business. And so we should be launching it. We've got the infrastructure in place. I'm going through the interview process, bringing on like a key hire, and that should be starting, next month. So we're super pumped about that. I think it can be reoccurring revenue in my company, where right now we're just really project based. And so I'm sure I'll learn a lot, but lots of green lights for me right now there.
That's awesome. Well, congratulations on identifying that and expanding that way. That's super exciting.
Yeah, thank you.
So with that being said, what's one thing that's keeping you up at night right now?
Getting the right people in the right seats, right? Classic growth issue. And we've been trying to grow the company, and fortunately have been able to do so the past 4 or 5 years. And that means just what feels like constant shifting of people. Not everyone who was with me back then is with me now. And it really takes somebody who is dedicated to growth to be able to kind of keep up with the growth that I want to instill in my company. And so there's been some movement on my leadership team, and some that I, know will have to come in the future. And that keeps me up at night, is those, especially when I know something that someone else doesn't know, and you have to make a decision when people may not agree. That keeps me up at night.
Yeah. Between that, and I like to call them sleepers, right? Like ones that you never even thought would make a change. And you're like, oh, didn't see that one come in. It's like trying to anticipate, like, with all of this change, I know that there's going to be a sleeper in there somewhere. Who is it going to be?
So, yes. Yep. For sure.
All right. What would you tell your 18-year-old self? How about that one?
Yeah, I would definitely tell her, like, 2 things come to mind. One, I would tell her, like, you don't need to like live in stress and fear so much. Like, no matter what, it will all be okay. Like, you have family and the love in your life and relationships. And at the end of the day, like, that's what matters more than achieving anything. But I also maybe would tell her nothing, because I love where I am. And I think that maybe not knowing what I know now is part of that journey.
That's amazing. Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. We'll close with my classic dinner question. So we're sitting here 1 year from today. What are we celebrating? Independent of you rocking it with this new service that you guys are that you're implementing, what else are we celebrating?
Yeah, we're celebrating something that I know I'm going to be working on over the next year, which is just finding more enjoyment out of my work so that I can enjoy my life overall more. Sometimes I'm bringing a little bit too much stress into other areas, and I want to be enjoying my work, because I, work really hard, and why not have a little bit more fun with it? And so I'm going to be working on that. And so I'm going to be just hopefully celebrating that mindset shift and what it translates into, the most important areas of my life, which is my family.
Love that. Thank you.
Yeah.
And of course, selfishly, you will have just come off your year as a president. So I'm going to be celebrating your incredible success of leading this group. So thank you so much for your leadership, for stepping up and just taking this chapter to the next level. We are so grateful to you. And so we look forward to what's going to come this year. And I can't even list all the things that we'll be celebrating a year from today.
Yeah, I definitely plan to be celebrating that too. I'm excited. I think this chapter has a great year ahead, and we're working on some really cool stuff. And yeah, I'm excited to lead that and have such a great group to have it to be a part of it with.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for taking the time to meet with me today. I think this is uber exciting that we're going to start to get to know all of our members a little bit better. And then for anyone that might be seeing this that's not currently a member, if you want more information, our email address is admin@eotampabay.com. Please reach out. We'd love to share some of our EO members. I know we're excited about getting to know you. So until the next episode.